This is WENY News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for WENY News at Noon. I'm Samantha Potter. Happening today, Vice President Joe Biden is expected to announce a multi-billion-dollar deal that will bring hundreds of jobs to Steuben County. Biden will announce a deal between Amtrak and Alstom, the train car manufacturer headquartered in Hornell. The deal is reportedly worth $2.5 billion and will employ 400 new workers in Hornell. In return, Alstom is expected to build the country's next fleet of high-speed trains for Amtrak. The order is expected to be for 28 train sets, which could take a number of years to build. Biden is expected to make the announcement at 3 p.m. today, so stay tuned in to WENY News this evening for more details on the deal. And a Dryden man is in police custody this afternoon after a standoff went on for more than 12 hours last night in the town of Dryden. Family and friends tell WENY News Robert Predmore was held up in a home on 3rd Street in Dryden since 4:30 yesterday afternoon. When officers tried to serve warrants for criminal intent and reckless endangerment, Predmore was unwilling to come out. Police believe he was nervous and scared, and at 4:15 this morning they convinced him over the phone to come out. He's now in police custody. And the Ithaca Police Department is asking for your help in finding the person who allegedly reached into a girl's bedroom window and touched her early this morning. The female victim reported she was sleeping at her home on Westbourne Lane when an unknown person reached through her bedroom window and touched her leg. The incident happened around 4 o'clock this morning. Police say the suspect immediately ran away when the victim woke up. At this time, there's no description of the suspect, but police ask if you have any information about this incident to contact the Ithaca Police Department. And it's going to feel much different by the end of the day and is looking like a good start to the weekend. So let's go check in with Craig Flint with his first morning weather forecast. Hey, Craig.
I already see him. Hey, good afternoon. Yeah, we had a cold front come through and kind of a secondary little push. A little cold front coming through as we headed through the afternoon. What that's going to do for us is kind of pick up a west and northwesterly wind. Now that's going to usher in lower humidity levels as we head into and through the afternoon. So over the northern tier, clouds still kind of hanging around, but they're starting to break up. So we're starting to get a little bit more sunshine developing here, and that will be the case as we head through the afternoon. Over the southern tier, a little bit of a breeze picking up, more sunshine evolving, and over the Finger Lakes as well. Skies are clearing here. Should be a good deal of sunshine around to finish the day, and yeah, it's going to feel much different compared to where we started this morning. You walked outside and that humidity was through the roof again. But by this afternoon, definitely a little bit more tolerable. So here are the current temperatures right now in the low 80s at last check. Northwesterly wind kicking up, 83 in Corning, 77 in Hornell out towards Alfred and Wellsville, and mid-70s over the northern tier. Wellsboro over to Towanda and 83 right now in Appalachian. So more and more sunshine for the afternoon and becoming less humid. Still, though, going to get in the mid-80s. Still warm, but at least it's just not going to be as humid as we head into the evening. If you have outdoor plans, it looks great. Clear skies at 9 o'clock and 72, and it's going to be much more comfortable. A night that you can leave the windows open instead of running the AC all night, which will help the electric bill, right? Full forecast coming up in just a bit. Sam?
Looks good. Thanks, Craig. Elmira's mayor is reassuring residents a roundabout project is moving forward despite growing opposition from the community. The city is planning to build a 50-foot wide roundabout at the intersection of Park Place, North Main, and West 3rd Streets. They say it will link downtown with Elmira College, ease traffic flow, and make the area safer for pedestrians and bicyclists. But the owner of Savino's Liquor and Wines is concerned the roundabout will reduce parking and make it harder to access his store. In 3 days, more than 1,000 people signed his online petition, but Mayor Dan Mandel said the project is already too far along to be stopped, especially since federal and state funds are involved. And the mother of a deadly shooting victim is calling on Elmira to wake up and join her in protesting gun violence in the city. Jessica Belgrave was the mother of Anthony Garrett, the man shot and killed on Elmira's south side in November of last year. Now she's leading an anti-violence march and rally tonight called Wake Up Elmira. It will start at the intersection of Main and Hudson Streets, the site where Belgrave's son was murdered, and will end at Wisner Park. She's encouraging anyone to attend who wants to take a stand against gun violence in the city. WENY News will be at tonight's rally and will bring you a live report on WENY News at 5:30 and 6 o'clock. And a drug bust in New York is taking more than 65 pounds of heroin off the streets in the Northeast. Federal and state authorities say they seized about $2.3 million in drugs yesterday. Federal agencies say the drugs were transported in the axle of a tractor trailer and traveled from Mexico. The drugs were going to be sold in New York, Long Island, and across the Northeast. 2 people were arrested. The bust comes as America's heroin epidemic continues to get worse. And a Corning man is facing up to 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to fraud charges. David Fleet pled guilty to mail fraud charges yesterday in federal court. For 7 years, Fleet owned Cornerstone Homes, a business involved in renovating homes for resale or rent. According to officials, Fleet solicited private investments without disclosing Cornerstone's true financial picture, including the fact that he had more than $2 million of Cornerstone's capital. Fleet's charges carry a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. And school is right around the corner for Southern Tier students, and one local school district is finalizing their school resource officer plans. Horseheads High School and Middle School will now each have a school resource officer. These officers will also cover the other schools within the district. The retired police officers won't cost the village anything. Instead, the school district will be picking up the tab.
Basically, the cost of the school district will be $65,000 for the 2 officers, as well as their needed supplies, patrol cars, and everything, which I think is an excellent community partnership between the village and all of the communities of Horseheads Central School District.
Superintendent Douglas said it's more to the school district than just having an officer in the schools. It also helps build the relationship with the village and police. And a big announcement on the future of Tioga Downs could come early next week. The State Gaming Commission will discuss whether to issue a casino license for Tioga Downs during their meeting on Tuesday. Tioga Downs began construction on their casino expansion soon after it was recommended for a license last year. WENY News spoke with Tioga Downs owner Jeff Garral earlier this month. He said he expected to get the license by the end of August and have the casino up and running by October. And get ready, an outdoor movie night series will kick off in downtown Elmira tonight. Turtle Leaf Cafe is using the money it won from Sam's Club as part of the America's Small Business Competition to host a family-friendly night of entertainment. For the next 4 weeks, a giant inflatable movie screen will be set up in the Elmira Savings Bank courtyard on Water Street. Tonight's showing will be Zootopia starting at 9 p.m. The Princess Bride, The Sandlot, and Breakfast at Tiffany's will be shown in September. Food and drinks will be available for purchase.